Law 20. Do not commit to anyone is a profound and strategic guideline rooted in the principle of maintaining your independence and autonomy in the pursuit of power. Commitment, whether to people, causes, or institutions, binds you to their interests and limits your ability to maneuver freely in a world where alliances, loyalties, and dynamics are constantly shifting. The moment you commit, you hand over a degree of control to the other party, and in doing so, you restrict your ability to act in your own best interest at all times. At its core, this law advises that the more flexible and non-committal you remain, the more power you retain. When you refuse to commit to any one side, cause, or person, you create a sense of unpredictability and mystique. Others are left uncertain about where you stand, making them eager to win you over. This law is about maximizing your leverage and options while avoiding entanglements that could limit your ability to act decisively when necessary. By remaining elusive, you maintain the upper hand in negotiations, relationships, and power struggles. Commitment is often seen as a virtue, but in the realm of power, it can be a trap. When you commit to someone or something, you are, in essence, placing your fate in their hands. You become invested in their success or failure, and your identity becomes intertwined with theirs. If they falter or change course, your own position is compromised. Additionally, committing to a person or cause may blind you to other opportunities that arise, as you are now constrained by your loyalty to your original commitment. This law encourages you to avoid such traps by maintaining a degree of emotional and strategic detachment from others. Furthermore, when you do not commit, people and organizations will actively seek your favor and allegiance. By keeping your options open, you create a situation where multiple parties vie for your attention and support. This dynamic puts you in a position of power, as you can negotiate from a position of strength, knowing that others want or need you on their side. They will offer concessions, rewards, or benefits in an effort to secure your loyalty. The key is to never fully give it. Instead, you string them along, keeping them hopeful but always unsure of where you truly stand. Remaining non-committal also allows you to avoid the pitfalls of partisanship. In any power structure, aligning yourself with one faction can alienate others, turning potential allies into enemies. By refusing to commit to any one side, you remain neutral and above the fray. This gives you the freedom to switch alliances if necessary, or to play both sides against each other to your advantage. In a world where loyalties are often fluid and temporary, it is far better to be a free agent than to tie yourself down to one camp. This law is not just about avoiding commitments to people. It also applies to ideologies, movements, and trends. Committing too deeply to a single cause or belief system can limit your thinking and make you rigid in your approach. You become so invested in defending your chosen path that you ignore other possibilities, even when they may be more beneficial. By staying flexible and non-dogmatic, you can adapt to changing circumstances and seize new opportunities as they arise, rather than being trapped by your previous commitments. A key aspect of this law is the power of mystery. When others cannot easily predict your intentions or know where you stand, they are more likely to approach you cautiously and with respect. Your refusal to commit creates an aura of independence and unpredictability that makes you harder to manipulate or control. People will approach you with offers, hoping to win your favor, but your elusive nature ensures that they are always left uncertain. This uncertainty keeps them on their toes, always wondering what you will do next, and thus, you maintain the upper hand. It is also important to recognize that those who seek your commitment often have their own agendas. They want to use your support to further their own goals, and once they have secured your loyalty, they may take you for granted or limit your influence. By withholding commitment, you prevent others from using you as a pawn in their schemes. Instead, you remain a force to be reckoned with, someone who cannot be easily controlled or manipulated. However, there is a fine balance to this law. Total non-commitment can make you seem aloof or untrustworthy, and if taken to an extreme, it can lead to isolation. The key is to appear interested, engaged, and willing to cooperate without ever fully committing. You want to create the impression that your support is valuable, but not guaranteed. This approach keeps others invested in courting your favor, while you retain the freedom to act in your own best interest. In some cases, appearing to commit can be a useful strategy, as long as it is temporary and conditional. By giving the illusion of commitment, you can gain the trust and resources of others. But once you have what you need, you can withdraw or shift your allegiance as circumstances change. The goal is to use commitment as a tool to further your own power, rather than allowing it to limit your freedom. It is also essential to recognize that power is fluid, and the dynamics of relationships, organizations, and society are constantly changing. A commitment that serves you well today may become a liability tomorrow. By remaining non-committal, you retain the flexibility to adjust your strategy and align yourself with new forces as they emerge. In this way, you stay ahead of the curve rather than being weighed down by past alliances or outdated loyalties. Finally, this law emphasizes the importance of self-reliance. By refusing to commit to anyone, you cultivate a sense of independence that allows you to navigate the world of power on your own terms. You are not beholden to anyone, and you do not need to rely on others to achieve your goals. This independence gives you the freedom to act decisively and to pursue your own path without being constrained by the expectations or demands of others. In summary, Law 20. Do not commit to anyone teaches that in the pursuit of power, the greatest strength lies in maintaining your autonomy and freedom of action. Commitment limits your options and binds you to the interests of others, while non-commitment allows you to stay flexible, unpredictable, and in control. By remaining elusive and unattached, you can keep people vying for your favor, avoid entanglements that may weaken your position, and preserve your ability to act in your own best interest at all times. Power, after all, is not about loyalty. It is about leverage, adaptability, and strategic detachment.